Check out our Patreon in the link below. You'll have access to uncut and upcoming reactions, skits, behind-the-scenes footage, and so much more. Your support goes a long way to helping us with more reactions and original content. Also, thanks for subbing. Set the bell for notifications. Your boy YaBoyRockLee. Hey, if y'all not subscribed, go ahead and do so. Glory of Nazareth reaction starting now. What's going on, everybody? It's Rocky Lee.
What up, cool nerd?
Dinas T.
Jumping into our Overlord reaction. We're just coming off, I think this is the last episode of my favorite episode of the entire season 3. Yeah, it actually was.
Why's that?
Bruh.
What did it for you?
It was this absolute fan service glory. They try to run up on my homegirl. Yo, her back is against the wall. She blew that thing. I knew she could blow that thing. I had a lot of faith in her blowing that thing. Okay, whole a whole army of homies popped up, well organized, just stunting, just complete every reason why. Yeah, flexing.
Flex. It was,
holy smokes, there's a lot of flexing.
I'm not gonna lie. It's one of the, at least for me, it's one of the top 5 episodes because it's just like it's just so unexpected and you like, oh, these little goblins are gonna come try to help, and it's like little goblins. Nigga, we're from the third wave, second mage, distance.
No,
we're from the third wave, second wave.
There's a whole bunch of gang signs.
They had like 7,
yo,
8
that's all I
troops.
saw. Thank you. That's why I like. All I heard was gang signs. I'm like, hey, we from the west side. Nigga, what you from? Hey, we from the southwest. We run with them. You ain't gonna cross this line. Yeah, we from the northeast, son.
This is what happens if the gangs stop fighting each other and we're like, we're gonna work together.
Right, bro. I loved it, especially because that crappy Prince Barbaro. I love how they set him up to be so bad at his job. So like when you see the goblins coming to absolutely just flexing like an Olympian, it's like, yeah, he deserved it, and Henry deserves it, and the village deserves it, because they're okay people that were about to be wrongly accused and overran by a tyrant future king.
Well, they weren't wrongly accused.
Okay, fair. Okay, you know what?
But they were about to be run up, and they weren't ready for that.
You know what? The more I think about it, technically, they weren't wrongly accused. He was actually dead on. He just went about it the wrong way, but he was actually technically dead on. Everything he said was actually true. The more I think about it.
This is what happened, bro. I live in the United States, right? It's like the homies from a certain part of Europe came through, right? Helped Cuba give Florida some relief from a hurricane, right? And then the homie over there is like, you know what? Florida's mine, right? And then some troops from the U.S. come down to Florida, like, you know, we're gonna occupy this because that homie said this is ours. And a bunch of Floridians are like, nah, U.S. send your troops back. We're riding with this homie over there. And it's like, why? He gave us relief. There was a hurricane and he helped us. You guys didn't do anything. It's technically, it's treason, but it's very reasonable treason. It's like, okay, I understand that. That's what happened.
That's why I had to reconsider. Mind you, he still made terrible decisions at the detriment of his men. But eventually, because of his own self-fulfilling idiocism, yeah. It's just funny. I didn't think about it. I was like, he's made lies. And I was like, oh no, he's not lying. They are part of his land. They do want to work for him. That is his troops. And they are trying to fight you actively. Yeah. But he also came up with her, singing the herald of let me in or else. You know what I mean? He started in bad faith. That's all I need to say.
He did start in bad faith.
That's where I should have started in the first place. He started in bad faith and escalated a situation that didn't need to be.
And he was completely fine with wiping them out because he was operating from, I gotta wipe out everybody as fast as possible so I can get back to where I need to go from.
Because waiting was too much for him.
Because he wanted glory.
He became impatient.
When all you had to do was just go there, ice him up, cut the ties to the homie, and they're gonna have no choice but to come back and.
But you know, at the bright side, at the end of his days, he found his glory. The glory of Nazareth, nigga! Stay in the dark, bitch!
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. We know that Nazareth's in the process of farming, and so does Rin. All humans return to the dark. That's where they are made. So he is going to be perfect fertilizer for the farming that we have going on in Nazareth. Thank you for being fertilizer. Anything else?
I'm excited to continue where we left off. You guys remember? The trolls she got.
Go on.
What was her name? Regis Lupa? Regis
Lupus?
Lupa.
Oh, I call it Lupus. But go on.
Regis Lupus. She came in and she was just like, you can choose which trolls get to kill the rest of you. And we were thinking he was going to go off free or something. I was thinking that because, what was it? They didn't want a battle between the king or whatever. Not that would have mattered. And then Regis Lupus came in and she was just like, yeah, I'm gonna kill you.
Lupus Regina.
Lupus Regina. That's it.
I was like,
it don't make
Regis?
sense. I was like, Regis.
Who's Regis? Who's Vegas? I'm like, what?
I only know her as Lupus.
Lupus Regina.
Lupus. Either way.
Help me figure out what's my favorite maid's name now. It's now Yuri. Yuri? Is that my girl?
Yuri Alpha?
Yuri
Yeah.
Alpha.
The main man?
Yeah, that's my favorite now.
And then Beta.
I still like Nabe, but I just something about her being in charge and holding herself together. Yeah, she's really
The reverse Clinton.
Huh?
None. Carry on.
Explain it.
I'd rather not.
Is it political? You don't want to say it?
It's sexual.
Oh, okay.
Listen, she's in power, so that makes you
Oh,
Reverse
it's just that simple.
That's
Reverse
simple.
Clinton in terms of power, where I am in this. Oh yeah, I'm always for that. I don't gotta be in charge. I have no problem with a lady being in
It's
charge.
not that bad.
And
That's
I support her
That's
in
what
her
he
job.
says. You enjoy the reverse Clinton. You're like, what?
Yeah, I
I'm
got
like,
no problem with
yeah.
that. I've always been she's capable lady, she can lead. I'm like, yeah, I'll just chill. You know, I'll support you. I'll be first man in this country. No problem with me. Anyways.
You talking about
That's the title of itself.
You're talking about the guy. Right? Not Hillary Clinton, but the guy Clinton. You said Clinton and I thought Hillary. I was like, how's it reversed?
You know who Monica Lewinsky is?
Yes.
That's why he said reverse Clinton. Because I would be Monica Lewinsky. So I wouldn't even get to be first lady. I would just be the side.
Oh,
To it.
this makes more sense. Okay, got it.
It goes very deep.
It is actually very different. And it's also a generational thing too. So
I realized that too. I was like,
Clinton to her means Hillary and Clinton to us means the homie.
I want that. I want the jazz. Like,
Yeah, it's different.
Yes,
It's
go,
different. That's
lady.
funny. It is true that he has fallen off in terms of who
yeah.
is the figurehead, so to speak. So.
Not to guys, but I said not to guys.
Oh, I meant in terms of power.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna jump into this, guys. If you guys haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so. Full reaction and discussion will be in our Patreon. Also, check out our schedules in the description and the pinned comment. It has our full inventory of reactions, including our upcoming ones. So, if you don't like what's on the schedule, use the suggestion feature on YaBoyRockLee.com and suggest something else.
Also, check out the new merch on YaBoyRockLee.com and hit the bell for notifications.
Because we post content daily and you don't want to miss out. If you want to join the Rock D Elite crew, go in the description. Click on that Discord link so you connect to us and the community.
Let's jump into Overlord starting now.
Hey, kid. His Majesty was asking you a question.
What was the
Stay with
question?
us? Yo, please excuse me.
In the War Ready or
Yes,
something of that
I believe
sort.
Our last advisory warning was Sensor VST's.
I was him for a second. I was like, what? What'd you ask?
I was wondering. You just want him to put on a show, is that it?
Duh.
Eventually, we'll need to form an alliance against AINZ. But no one will bite until they understand how dangerous he is.
That's what RH is going through.
If that man killed 3,000 soldiers with one spell, it wouldn't surprise me.
3,000? I can't imagine. It's horrifying. 13 heroes couldn't do something like
Jeez.
that.
If we can't best him with strength, we shall do so with ingenuity.
Good old human ingenuity, baby. You love to see
At least
it.
he's trying.
Yeah.
I respect his efforts.
Why he keep the mask on?
Also, there's still no word from Prince Barbara. No, sir. You should have arrived at Card Village yesterday. I have no idea.
Dead.
No, that will make it. We certainly got
Wonder what happened to him. I wonder if she took him.
transformation in I think with our 240,000, we'll wrap this up and have them begging for quarters.
Yes.
Perhaps we should take this opportunity to invade their territory.
Insects.
I have duties to fulfill back with my unit. I'll leave the details of the slaughter to you, fine gentlemen.
Indeed, kiss the ring,
How
bitches.
amazing you get to
I'm not sure
live.
I share your confidence exactly. Stay on moving now.
The main man.
In previous years, they would mount their attack when the final warning had been issued.
That armor.
I see the intent. Because I understand how His Majesty feels.
He has his
And
own
frankly,
son.
if it were my son, I wouldn't want him fighting in a war either.
I hear that you're quite the doting father.
Doing.
Like any other.
He a mother hater,
Father
though.
Busy with work, but always promising his son he'll spend more time playing with him. Look there. Seems they're moving at long last.
Who does he know about that?
Oh no.
Why?
Because they're not expecting this. Army of the Dead. Kind so good.
Other than the World Head Warrior, I think like 5 of them Death Knights could like wipe out the whole army.
Look at even their
From what I've heard, yeah.
These horses are out. They're
Like
like
5
nah,
to 10
bro.
these Dead Knights would take out 100k of these boys.
Mm-hmm. And they're under control. They're not just like wild beasts. So they would specifically handle the task. Here we go, baby. He RH told you.
240 washed.
I can scarcely comprehend that power, let alone hope to defeat it.
He hasn't even done his thing yet. That's crazy.
Protect the king, Master Gazef. I fear we must order a retreat. I concur. Disgraceful though it may be, you as well, Master Gazef.
They out.
I know.
We're gonna leave these foot soldiers and they out.
They just see this happening. They're like, nah, we gotta go.
No response. I make this tribute to Dark Fertility.
Hey!
Tribute summon. Thank you.
Just
Done.
yank their souls out of the body.
It's a tribute summon, baby.
The horse.
Oh. Weapons of mass destruction, baby.
Yeah.
There's something the matter, Master New.
They
I was really stunned by the power of your spell just now. To think that's 70,000 people.
thought a couple thousand you take out.
I'm not offended if that's your concern. Because the magic I cast was only a means to an end. After a tribute is offered to the goddess of dark fertility. The rather adorable kids, as you will see.
A tribute summon, baby. Yeah, play Yu-Gi-Oh!
I summon Counter Guardian for.
Well, in this case, it'd be I sacrificed 70,000 Celtic Guardians to summon. Oh no, that card was forbidden.
Yo, a third of the army, bro.
Dark Nebula. Who says that? Dark Nebula. Someone help me in the comments. Oh, I think that's 7 Deadly Sins. It took me a while.
And now I show you the face of despair.
Yeah.
Aww. They're babies. You finally had the reversal, right?
This is the first time I heard her say, "Oh, it's so
Because I know they're young.
A new record.
I pity all the sacrifices that made this moment possible and share it with me.
70,000 for 5?
Congratulations on your summoning.
A
What's the
God card
ratio
can
to
do
that?
a lot.
Why, thank you, Mari.
No, I'm just thinking of the ratio.
Oh, how many it took for each?
These guys are trembling.
I know our objective was to show off my strength to other countries. Hunt them down, little goats. Do your wicked mother proud.
I'm sorry, but those teeth are nasty.
What?
Need some braces.
Run wild, but spare them your wrath.
The 4 you're not supposed to hurt.
From Carnet. I mean, this is just shows the reach.
I was thinking a different 4. I was thinking the King, Marcus Raven, Grazov, and then who would be the 4th?
You know what? Forget it, man. It's a different 4 here. I think
Yeah,
you're
because
right.
I don't know if it's close enough.
No, you're right. It's not close enough. That's why I was like, oh, the range of this is going to be crazy.
Yeah, but like I'm trying to think, who would he not want to die here? You know what I mean? Nothing.
Marcus?
Nothing.
Oh, you're asking us for help?
No, her. I'm like,
Oh,
I'm
oh.
waiting for her to say cute. They got goat feet. They're Bob black sheep in.
Nah, they gross.
Look at the hooves.
Hooves make me
Done.
uncomfortable.
This is not even a war.
Marky Raven, you need to get out.
Go, Raven.
I'm ready. Follow my lead.
Ooh,
I hope
faster
Raven
than
gets
that.
away. They're fast.
Dangerous, but this is insane. We have to protect our future from this monster.
Or give up your lands.
Be careful.
Pledge your loyalty.
Reinforce armor. All right.
It's crazy that no one has been casting spells this whole time. Holy smokes.
He gonna look back and there's gonna be no damage.
He knows what's gonna happen. But my man trying to get back to his son. Now it's time.
Yeah, Bone Daddy. The chest out!
Yeah! Same with his whole chest.
Applaud! My power is sublime. Should it not be celebrated?
Yes,
Y'all better start clapping real quick. What you waiting for? I'm clapping. I'm across the screen. Thank you. Thank you. My man got brains over here. Yes. Yes. Let's go. Let's go. Yo, what are you doing? Clap. This guy. He's coming for you. You better start clapping.
Clap louder!
Clap louder. The little cartoons.
He got it. He got it. Are they coming in our direction?
They are. They're coming towards them.
That's why he started clapping louder. All of his men broke formation.
Yep.
And kneel to him.
It seems that your troops have fled instead. Don't worry, I'm not blaming you.
You didn't run.
After all,
Leave everything to me.
Hey, haven't you killed enough people today? Was you a man or a demon?
Better shut your mouth.
make no mistake. I am undead.
Your Majesty, you have to get out of here.
Body.
I will stay.
Your Majesty, why?
He didn't know his son is dead.
So few guards.
Oh, it worked.
They all go.
What work?
Probably
The remote, right?
Yeah.
with everyone else. Today's a lost cause. Plan for next time. Let the chief warrior hold them at bay.
You ran to us.
If there's truly nothing I'm able to accomplish here, then
It's time to go.
I'll go.
Sir!
And the rest of you?
Bro.
Bro is right.
Marches in the opposite direction of your retreat.
That's he needs a rank promotion.
Although I don't know if those monsters have eyes or not. If they do, my armor makes a fine target.
This guy.
In that case, I guess I better stick around too.
Yo, Brains really ain't scared.
Do your best, of course.
Climb is always ready to sacrifice himself.
Please
I look forward to it.
I thank you.
They make him
but my
back.
life has been saved by Princess Lumiere. I ask no reward.
I don't
Come on, help Climb. Someone help Climb.
This nice kid.
Yeah, ask for his daughter.
Great with your daughter, so it'd make my day if those two could get married.
Thank you, Brain.
Wingman of the year, bro.
That is quite the reward task.
Please tell him you're just joking.
Well, no promises.
That settles it. Better make it out of this alive, little noble. I'm counting on you.
Aww.
Climb would have asked for his goddamn self. Would have
He
just
would
been a
not.
lap boy for the rest of his life.
He would have been
I'm in Brain.
satisfied.
Yeah, I understand Climb, but yo, I'm with Brain, man.
Oh, yeah.
ISN is that one, right?
I think so. Unless you're gonna change from gray to white, I can't. I don't have faith.
Weakness.
No weakness.
No weakness detected, Mr. Stark.
Possibility sense.
No possibilities.
Come, monster. I have no fear.
The way it's just bawing is so annoying.
They're babies. That's why I said, oh, they're just young.
Yo, it's not getting him. He's friends with AINZ Goon.
And he is not on a horse. I wonder if he's one of the four.
Yeah, for sure.
No, the sister is.
No, the director had a question earlier. I think that he was spitting.
No, there's already 4.
Yeah, they said there was already 4, but now I think there's a different 4.
A whole different set of 4?
Yeah, because the other ones are in Incarnate Village, and he's right here, and he said there's only 4 not to hurt.
Oh.
Find me worthy of its attention.
Nah, it's trying to protect you. Oh, he's starting to realize it. He's protecting me.
And just to be clear, I know that there's the 4 that we talked about already for Incarnate Village. I was like, we're not going to talk about the same 4 now, are we? You might be right too. That's what he's talking about.
So that's it. Seems you're not here.
Oh, he hasn't seen the face until now.
Glad to see you're safe.
No matter the enemy, I will not run away.
Klein, is that why you laughed again? One of these.
Oh, because I'm stupid.
What?
1, 2, 3, king.
Climb in part of this?
Probably not. You're right. No, you're right.
Well, Sebas maybe.
As for you, I offer you my sympathies instead. I assure you, I haven't changed a bit. I want you to join me. Do you understand now?
Peace.
Your answer will determine what happens next.
Your king
That is to
lives.
say, if you refuse my generous offer, and I expect you can guess what that order might be.
There's only one right answer.
Say,
But you're kind of like giving him a forced. Because you know what he's going to choose.
I refuse.
Oh!
I am the sword of the king. I cannot turn my back on it.
Oh, a lot of people are gonna die.
Lives will be lost as a result of
Thank you,
this.
AINZ.
You're a man who risked his life to save Carn Village. Now, when countless
Carn
other
Village, I
lives
kept
may
saying
be
Carne.
lost, you will allow them to be lost. But I must challenge you to a duel.
Poor guy. Poor guy. Poor guy. Yep. Ah!
It's a shame. I really thought he was going to say, okay, I'll be your subordinate, but...
Why do you think he would say that?
Because he'd be, able to save them. There'd be no war. But instead he's like, nah, I gotta stay by the side of the king.
And lose more people.
And lose possibly the king by staying by his side.
Yeah, I hate to become an overlord myself, but what I would do is, before fighting this man, I go get the king myself. If I was I go get the king.
And the king would have been like, go with him, go.
Well, I would say this is what you're about to lose. Don't look. Hold on. By fighting me, this is what you're about to lose. Are you sure you want to continue? Boy. Could I be that kind of overlord? I couldn't be as sophisticated as AINZ. I would try, but that's not my character. Yeah. Even though he's evil, I think he's evil. In order to do this, and you become the character, you just gotta have fun with it. I don't know, man. Because even he's like, yeah, it's the beginning of the spell. There's a whole bunch. I didn't even do the spell yet. I didn't even do the attack yet, is what I should say. I just did the sacrifice portion. Now the attack begins.
What was funny was what the emperor had said. He was like, I think he can take out at least 5,000 men. And I was like, 5,000? This man could do a lot more than that. And 70,000 was just a sacrifice. They have 240,000 soldiers. So if they get rid of all of that, it was one spell, and they took out all of their men.
I think they won just with the sacrifice alone. The sacrifice alone, they broke ranks and ran away.
Yeah.
But it was a waste if his goat didn't attack anybody. But yeah, he had him at 5,000. And the thing is, they're trying to come up with a reasonable estimate, but you can't.
Reasonable?
Because we heard the other homies say the same thing with RH. He was like, after RH said whatever, the one who sent the forces with Barbos.
He's
Barbos?
The Princess Barbaros, the guy who sent them is like Boldor or something. It's
yeah, even though he gave RH a hard time, or Gazanov, he was like, look, man, if he's giving these things a hard time, I'm sure this AINZ will take 10,000 people or something like that. He gave some number to it.
He's like, I give
no
RH 5,000, and if RH is talking about that he's that much stronger than him, if RH is 1,000, let's say AINZ is about 5,000. Nah, bro, times 12.
Yeah, times 12.
Yeah, the only reason I was hesitating is because this is just like, to me, this is just like a drop in the bucket.
Yeah, because he's not even trying right now. That was one spell. He could have washed you out with... I feel like this isn't even his most powerful spell either.
Yeah. He does use an item to do this, though, so I don't know how...
It's up there. Nah, it's up there. He even said, he's like, this is super magic. In Yggdrasil, if somebody starts off with this spell, you get targeted right away. I imagine it's one of those countdown spells, you know, like you did against Shaltir, where you gotta power it up, you got it. But if you hit it, you know, if somebody's strong enough to hit it, you know, it dismantles it. But nobody targeted him, nobody shot at him, nobody did a single thing. Everybody just looked at him like he was crazy. He was like, oh yeah, there's no players here. I can let this ride, whatever.
AINZ would thrive in Dragon Ball Z because they would just let you charge your attack. Ah! I'm like, okay. Go ahead.
I'm waiting. Let's do it.
You would absolutely thrive. Anyways, we're going to jump into the other episode, guys. If you guys haven't subscribed at this point, now's a good time to do so. We're jumping into more Overlord starting now.
My boy, no. He gonna die.
Of course.
The other two like open mouth, like, what are you doing?
I came here prepared to die.
He knew that, yeah,
What are
he
you
did.
hoping to accomplish? All that stands before you on this path is your destruction.
And your point?
What stands before me now is the commander of my enemies. But my power is far beyond your reach.
Oh, you'd be proud of that line. Second in order, but nowhere in stature. You could have been dead, is what he said.
You can't even react in time to dodge. Come, let us end this! Why don't we have these two serve as witnesses to our duel?
He gonna let them live.
No, please wait! I back up you, Lord Gone. Although I know this is a selfish request, let me fight beside him. Even with us both, we can hardly match your strength.
He doesn't.
At
Let me
least he
die.
knows.
Let me die with him.
Do you wish to drag my resolve as a warrior through the mud?
You dare? You dare?
It's irrelevant. I'll fight any number of you. They need not enter this fight, and you need not lay a finger on them.
Oh.
It's the gaze of a man who has prepared himself for death, yet steps forward all the same. Something I admire.
Such a shame for him.
I accept your conditions.
Sad.
Do you know what I call this, Master Stroganoff? PvP.
PvP!
I will be certain to return your corpse in perfect condition.
Oh.
Leave my corpse to lie amongst my fallen comrades.
This guy a real man.
Let's begin, shall we? Watch closely.
It's gonna be quick.
You don't got faith in the homie? This is the best warrior in the kingdom.
I'm so ghoul.
This is his dying wish, Brain.
Respect it.
You gonna make him watch?
I got no choice. It's an honor, Gassif. I'm
Gassif.
proud to bear witness to your courage.
One last thing, Master Stroganoff. May I have a look at that sword of yours?
Hmm?
Despite your ignorance, it is possible to harm me with that sword. More than that, under the right circumstances, one might even kill me with it.
But
That means we've at least fulfilled the most basic requirements of a duel. I suppose I've had PvP matches where both players retain their items. I'll allow it.
I'll allow it.
Sorcerer King.
Respect.
You there, in the shining armor, can you give us a signal to begin?
There we go.
That sword could kill him?
That's what AINZ says. Under the right circumstances.
It'll be alright.
Where did you just get those? Wait, why did he say bells? Is it because of the princess?
Yeah, those are the same bells he was using earlier, like open doors and figure shit out.
Oh, never mind. I thought it was like as he was make noise as he was walking around, so he couldn't even use stealth. Done?
Done.
That's sad.
Drops.
That's sad.
One note. You should always prepare countermeasures against time spells. Delay magic. True death. Farewell, Gassif Stroganoff.
True death. Just like that. Just like that, your best warrior.
What did he just do?
I couldn't see. Gassif! Hey, get up!
True death. Yo, you saw his face.
That warrior, he was ready.
I think he spared him because he never saw his death coming. If you think about it, right?
Didn't. Yeah, he didn't. He killed him in the midst of time. The pause.
In honor of your chief warrior's courage, but be warned that to reverse the instant death spell I used, low-level resurrection magic won't be enough.
They would try to bring him back.
I offer mercy to all those who bow to me. I will prevent these creatures from running rampant in your capital.
Yeah, it's time to give.
If you don't mind, I'd like to carry Gassip's body back myself.
Of course.
I think the king's getting carried like P. Diddy.
Such an honor. I'll bring his sword.
Jeez.
Terrible.
A lot of people died.
Sacrifice.
Absurd. So many men with one blow.
Your plan is not gonna work.
Beasts were summoned to the battlefield, causing massive casualties. Then Lord Gone engaged in a duel with the kingdom's chief warrior.
Personally.
The cause was mass panic.
People got scared to death, right? Is that
Literally,
what? Yeah.
We're fools to think we could fight that monster.
You're saying we should just turn Erantel over to him?
It's a small price to pay if it saves our kingdom.
He told you. Feel ashamed of
Yeah,
yourself.
he said, give up the land to him. He told all of you.
Death. You left me with this weight in my heart.
I do understand why they didn't do it. They couldn't have fathomed the power, but sorry. I just didn't like how smug they acted about it.
Yeah, now they're shaking in their boots.
Flash of light! But you still didn't let me fight alongside you. I wasn't even good enough to die.
Come on, Brain. Come on.
There's no need for you to blame your grief on age. Not when you've lost someone so dear to you.
Sorry.
Klein got like a script book that he pulls out.
Sure. Since Prince Barbaro has yet to return, they're hiring some adventurers to find out what's keeping him. They'll form a
Dead.
search party and head out tomorrow.
They don't even realize that there's a whole army that's serious.
True. The noble faction will gain influence because of this, and the king will grow weak.
How is that the king's fault? All the nobles were there.
But the fear is still fresh in my mind. I was completely helpless back there.
Ultimately, the king failed.
I felt.
Gave up territory, and he lost his powerful head warrior.
Let me ask you.
So if a faction wants to fight him, he's in a weaker
It's a
position.
good time to do it.
But a lot of the nobles who offered their men, 70,000 is
But I think I
gone.
know.
And you don't know how if it's 70,000 equally distributed.
To show us
Then,
the truth.
okay.
Yeah.
About what?
The power. He saved us, so that we might find a path forward for this kingdom.
You think? Maybe so. We can try.
That's why he can't wait.
This will be a loser forever.
That's not what
A living loser.
I mean, what these unanswered feelings has left us with.
It's got to be the next
You hear that,
head chief.
Gassip? Screw your wishes. I think you took the easy way out. You threw your life away instead of facing me. Our battle will continue even if you're not here with me. I'm still gonna surpass you. And one for Gassip too.
He's gonna be noble though.
Why you say that?
The kid, they came back alive. He gonna be noble. He got the noble title.
He may not be able to give away his daughter.
Father, why don't you take a walk in the garden? The
Yeah.
flowers have come to bloom.
This kid has no idea.
Your kindness is our kingdom's greatest treasure. Give me grateful.
Sim.
No, excuse my outburst.
His simping is tough. It's tough.
So she loves him.
He said, "Your smile is our greatest treasure, kingdom's greatest
I don't
treasure."
know what the future holds for this world anymore. But no matter what happens, I'll protect Princess Renair.
You need protection from her.
I wonder how she'd feel about Clem if he wasn't so like madly obsessed with her.
She wouldn't want him.
You
She
think?
likes him because he's a loyal dog. I think that she said that.
I didn't remember her saying that, but yeah, it's interesting.
He's like a puppy. He loves me or something. She's acting all crazy and she was talking about him like he was an animal. Like her pet.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Ooh.
the Empire has come.
Yeah, I didn't realize it's not even just like carnes. He rents
out.
out. So it's a large chunk that he's taking.
Oh, Beto.
I mean, they've been saying it all along, but watching him pull up, it's like, oh yeah, it's a serious part. No wonder they don't want to give it up, you know?
The flex must continue.
Yeah, look at this flex right here. Oh my gosh. Made of stone. They're carrying this guy made of stone in a little thing.
Someone throw us.
It better not be a child.
Oh, that's Death Knight material.
This kid, he's gonna get his mom killed. She do not care.
Strikes him down with a mighty hand.
Lord ISN will not be disrespected. Who's there?
Momon.
Yes.
She knows who it is. She's gonna be like, I'm sorry, my
You
lord.
turn the violence of a tiny pebble. You'll never land a bow with that attitude.
You never mind.
That's a low blow. Disrespect Lord
You heard?
must submit to a suitable punishment, which in this case, of
It's a
course,
low
is death.
blow.
And if I said that I refuse to allow it? What if you think you can take my life so easily? You're a mistaken evildoer!
Evil doer.
Yeah, I know. It's so cliche.
Well, that's how he's programmed. So.
I have not asked your name, honored stranger. Let it be known.
Honored stranger.
Hold on. That's absurd.
How uncouth. Lord ISN rules,
Uncouth.
but he does not wish to control its people through bloodshed and despair. Not that Lord ISN wants that.
That's an interesting position at Momo.
Watchdog, would you?
You'd be helping the people, both as a representative of the city and as an enforcer of the law. That said, if you refuse and raise
It's just for
your voice
everyone to
against the leader
hear.
of this city, then you'll leave me with no choice. I'll slay you right here, and some bystanders may be collateral
Cake.
damage.
So much. So much.
Fine. I'll accept your offer. And it will not relent until all your heads are taken.
Everything is proceeding according to Lord ISN.
One of them is Pandora. I just can't tell. There's something to watch with the eyes.
What do you mean, Pandora?
There's Momon and AINZ in the same.
Yeah. Pandora's Momon.
How do you know? Wait, hold.
Remember, he was still playing that part.
And even better, if they collect information from Momon and unite beneath him, we won't have to worry about outside enemies gaining ground. The highest existence. And the man who I hope to call my lover someday.
Of course. Of course.
You may raise your heads. Your efforts have done me a great honor.
My lord.
My lord.
Sir King, we are unworthy of such praise.
I second those sentiments wholeheartedly.
The homie.
I await
The best of Nazarick.
Where's his wife?
My strength.
Thank you for your kind words, but we are as close as family. No matter my title, ISN will suffice.
AINZ. So, you see how happy they are?
Yes.
My darling ISN.
My darling eyes.
This day shall be known as the founding date of the Sorcery Kingdom. Of ISN go.
And the story goes on. And this is when everyone started just waiting.
Thanks.
This is waiting. See the forest coming.
Also, back to what y'all were talking about, because I was just into this shit.
Yeah, I didn't want to miss out on the context.
I'm pretty sure Pandora's actor was Momon on that one.
Momon, yeah.
Because of the fool, you dare coming to the city.
The
He's been
extraness?
extra as fuck.
The
I ain't
extraness.
just the one pulling up behind Albedo like, hey, yo, bitch.
Actually, what gave
Make
it
sure
What
you
gave it
ask
away-
his
was
name.
when Albedo said that
Yeah.
you're the man I love. When she came up close to AINZ, that's supposed to be.
Yeah, that he's the.
Yeah.
For me, he came in being extra. He said one phrase and I was like, okay, Pandora. And then I just didn't remember his name. And then he said a phrase to her and she's like, ugh. That was
yes.
When she went too low.
You're not supposed to.
You're not supposed to.
And it's
I know what you're supposed to be doing. And I was like, okay. I see
yes.
That's how you know it's Pandora. He said a few things that were outside of AINZ, but within Momon. But the moment he said the thing about her being the lover, she's like, hey, nigga, what the fuck?
Yes.
That's when it was.
Yes.
For me, I actually like. Even in that moment, I was like, does that mean that's Pandora's? But it was more so AINZ coming to Albedo to remind her what the fuck she's supposed to be doing. She forgot her goddamn lines. Ask his fucking name. You're not supposed to know who he is. That's the other part that got me. I'm like, okay, that's definitely AINZ who just came down because they're fucking it up right now. They're
so you
up
had
the whole
to purposely
act.
get involved.
Yeah.
Nah, okay, that makes sense. It was because they kept doing this glow. I know someone mentioned, sometimes listening people will throw me off, but they're like, watch his eyes.
I'm not listening to that because I've seen the eyes do like at different times and it's like
so that's what I was watching and I was like, well, there's a whole lot of eye going on and gling, there's like this sound that keeps happening. So I was like, my better judgment is saying, because I didn't catch, I thought it was funny, but I didn't catch the significance of Albedo getting frustrated, especially since I didn't catch the significance of her getting frustrated with,
Momon.
Yeah, but. It's like, oh, she did buddy up as soon as AINZ came, which is supposed to be like, okay, that'd be the real one. But his eyes, what am I supposed to notice here with his eyes? I think that was what I was supposed to notice, that seeing his, I guess, both eyes glow, like, yeah, that was the real one. There's the details that's in there.
True.
Whatever, I can't even explain it properly. I just know I read it. So I was trying to look for it. But yeah, we came to the end. RH is gone, and now we can all speculate 100%. Where the hell are we going in season 4? Next week we'll do the trailer.
Why are you looking at me with speculation?
Anything.
Oh, I'm gonna throw it out there. The king obviously owes Climb his nobility, so there's that interplay. But he's kind of depressed, like he's kind of out of it. Nor do I think he has the power to give anyone a noble title at the moment, but I mean the son said he would take over, so we're just gonna see how this plays out for them. Clearly I think obviously Irantel is gonna be kind of subdued. I also think there's an important factor of Momon coming down. He did that purposely so everyone heard the conversation and knew, like, just follow the rules and no one will die. I will, let you guys have your freedom and do your justice stuff. No one has to hide. You can all live your regular lives. It's just a new ruler. That's it. And I'm not gonna hurt you like these other ones. If anything, I'm a better ruler. You just gotta praise me and you're good to go. Like he's got all this unlimited amount of money. He's like, I'll provide for you guys. If anything, these Irantel is now blessed to have Ainzel Gold as his ruler. So it's like, just follow the rules. Don't be throwing rocks. Teach your kids to bow at his presence.
They need to go talk to these people at Carne Village to get a chance to see what it's like to be under the glory of Nazarick, having goblins, capable leaders. You have to worry about frustration, nobles just blowing all your money, leaving you in poverty. Oh hell, Nazarick, son!
I don't think they don't have unlimited money, but they do have basically unlimited resources, which is going to be like one and the same in a sense. Where like if you have drought, you have famine, and like whatever, we got a spell for it, baby.
Yeah, we good.
We're good.
You're not gonna suffer the way you suffered under other kings. You'll suffer with us differently. What that's like, I don't know.
You'll suffer with us differently.
Did I hear that right?
Yeah. Every regime has this different kind of suffering. Our current suffering, they're suffering with under Nazarick might be like the food's not as good because it's all too fucking fancy. Everybody trying to eat fucking foie gras because AINZ forgot to say that's not for broke people. I don't know. Their suffering is gonna be different.
No,
my prediction for
I don't want quail. People trying to feed me quail, man.
The only real suffering I can see happening, because he doesn't want them to fight him. He wants them to embrace him and truly want to like be his people. So the only suffering I can really see from these people is that they've been taken away from the choice of wanting him as a king. That's pretty much it. Because they'll have the freedom to do whatever they want, so long as they don't go against him. And that's the thing. They're like, so we can't go against you. You'll kill us. And it's like, yeah. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I do that? And that's just it. But honestly, if they kind of went with him, they'd be fine.
I think that's pretty solid.
I ain't gonna fight him.
I think some of the things we're gonna see is how they attempt to form some type of rebellion, and obviously they'll go the Momon route.
The Emperor and the King, they're, I don't know. The Emperor's like, yo, I don't know how this plan's gonna work. Because you said 70,000? And that was just...
No, he just get, I think he gave up.
At this point, he's like, yeah, there's no alliance in the world that would work for us to like, yeah, I think we're done. I think we're good. Yep.
I think it's about the time in the story, and this is completely blind, don't ruin it, that you would have to introduce... Well, I think, and they can do anything, but like I would imagine like they would introduce like some players or something else.
Well, he was hoping that would happen when he was waiting for, when he casted the spell and he's like, there's no other players here, huh? And then he's like, all right, I'm going to send it in then. Because it wasn't just the magic casting, but he was hoping someone from his own group was there. So he'd be able to, you know, like not do it, or not do it, but figure out who's there. So, but I think you're right. The only other way would be to have some other player from some whole other place come in randomly and be like, yeah, I'm going to take over now.
Yeah.
And then they fight for it or something. Because literally he's conquered. He's conquered the world as far as I'm concerned.
Conquered this area.
No one can stand up to him. So as far as I'm concerned, he can literally go anywhere. He could take the palace if he wanted to.
I think at this point he's conquered the... He has Nazarick and he took Rantel. Mm-hmm. And then he has an alliance with
the Emperor.
So I think that's it. So people still like there's still a king here. It's just that we're not gonna fight right now. I don't know how far he's gonna advance, but he's still he doesn't have it all at this moment.
It really just depends on if Demiurge or Obeldo's gonna hear him say something, and then they're gonna go off of that and be like, "Lo, let's take these two kingdoms." He said it himself.
What was the wrap up? Did Demiurge and Obeldo say anything of significance in the last?
Just that he's amazing. I can't wait to see what he comes up next. He really thought this out from the beginning. He's wiser than all of us. You know, all of the supreme beings.
I can't even fathom what.
You know, he thought of this character Momon. We didn't even see the importance until the very end. And just coincidence.
Yeah.
He just worked his way around it.
I would say players, also seeing how they respond to like what the Thane theocracy or whatever is possibly planning. Or what they might have heard of how they respond to it.
Yeah.
Because it's only 12 episodes in season 4, I imagine. And of those 12 episodes, it's not even unrealistic to fathom that we only see like 5 episodes of AINZ actually in them.
Yes.
And then another Guardian of Nazarick kind of, taking up a couple episodes. So it's kind of amazing how much and little we can also get. Because it's only 12 episodes.
Since there's very few...
It takes like 20 years to not... At the rate Overlord has been, unless you succumb just to reading novels, you might take you like 15, 20 years to actually finish it. Yeah. For real.
I was gonna say, since we all don't really know all 41 supreme beings, and the only ones we really know about are like the 3 that they talked about or something, I'm thinking the only one he'd have a problem with would be with Sebes, the one who created Sebes. He would be the one that would have a problem with how AINZ is doing things, and they would be the ones to fight. And that's it.
Possible. That's the same thing I had said.
Because any of the others, they would have been... They're the ones who made Albedo and Cocytus, Demiurge, so they would probably be just as wicked as him in that character development type thing.
Yeah, Anya's thing was making Pandora's actor, which is an actor and does theatrics, and that's a reflection of AINZ trying to fill in the role that he's not necessarily qualified for himself. So, yeah, that's only... The one that made Sebes is the only one, based on looking at the characters... who has like some noble and like I'm trying to be a hero type of vibe, right?
Yeah.
No final thoughts other than that.
Good show, good season.
Good show.
Finale.
Been excited, ready for season 4, ready for the trailer. So people have been asking, it's like, but we haven't finished.
How are we gonna watch the trailer?
Yeah.
Because then it gives me an insight of how it goes, and
exactly.
I'm not blindsided.
Thank you. So until next time, guys. YaBoyRockLee.
A Dark Nerd.
Dark and Nasty.
Out. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for subscribing to this channel. If you haven't followed me on Twitter, please go ahead and do so. The link is in the description of this video, and I actually tweet back. Much love, YaBoyRockLee.
Wait, I'm gonna laugh. Okay. If you haven't already, subscribe to our YouTube channel, click on the bell for notifications, and check out our Patreon for full and upcoming reactions.